Welcome to another season of Bulldog Blitz. I'm Don Hammock, the Sports Information Director at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. It's a happy night in Perkinston. The Bulldogs blank Mississippi Delta 52-0 in front of a large crowd at A.L. May Memorial Stadium. We'll talk with Coach Wright after his first victory as the Bulldogs head coach. We'll also speak with wide receiver Sedevyn Gray, who had 2 touchdowns, and Arterian Johnson, defensive back from here at Stone High, who helped the defense pitch a shutout. Later on in the show, we'll meet with hulking offensive lineman Sidney Wells. Wells paved the way for a victory tonight, and we'll talk with him about things on and off the field. In our last segment of the evening, we'll talk with Coach Jackie Rhodes. Her women's soccer team is getting ready to open the conference portion of their season, and we'll talk with her about what she sees in a young team, but a team that's got a lot of talent. Stick around. On the field with Coach Jack Wright. Coach, you got your first win as a Mississippi Gulf Coast Bulldog. What does that feel like tonight?
I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a little bit of emotion at the kickoff. So yeah, it feels really good. Kind of an exhale and a breath of air here after the game. Just really tickled to death with the effort that we got, and we executed well too. So I mean that's a very good feeling.
We'll start with the offense. Completed 20 of 22 passes. We're really even running the ball, throwing the ball. What did you like from the offensive group tonight?
I think just the balance, the ability to run the ball when we wanted to, and the ability to throw the football when we wanted to. So we kind of dictated the tempo tonight, and that's a good feeling too. So I think just what you talked about is the balance, the number of different people touching the football too. I think that adds to me. That's another form of balance, but that's a very good feeling too.
Yeah, we just counted up 8 different receivers with catches, and the running backs were pretty evenly distributed running the ball, and were all pretty evenly effective when they did so too. On the flip side, the defense, it's always a good night when you put a 0 up there and keep it up there.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you pitch a shutout, that's going to give you a chance to win. So a bunch of good effort over on that side of the ball. We were able to put them in some 3rd and longs, and that kind of plays into our strength. So we got it done on 3rd down. You know, after the first quarter, they hit 2 or 3 first downs on us and stayed on the field. But after that, we were able to put them in some 3rd and longs, and they couldn't convert, and that gave our offense some opportunities.
I know the first quarter, that looked like a typical situation where you don't have any game film on somebody, and the defense is trying to figure out what's going on as it's happening. Was that the case tonight?
Yeah, I mean, give Delta a little bit of credit. They've got a big physical offensive line. They were able to keep it on the ground. They converted that first 3rd down there. What was it, 3rd and 8? They converted that, something like that, and they were able to stay on the field. But I was over there thinking on the sideline, you know, it's a good offensive line we're going against. You know, those guys are big and physical, and so that was, you know, nothing negative about our defense. I just felt like, you know, they had a good plan, and they were able to push us around a little bit.
They wound up with 9 first downs, 102 yards of total offense, and, you know, that's indicative of the 0 up on the board. What do you like out of this week going towards next week and a long trip up to Oklahoma?
Obviously, anytime you get a win to open the year, that gives you a little bit of momentum. You know, being a first-year head coach here at Gulf Coast, that gives our staff a little bit of credibility with the players now. It's kind of a time to take a teachable moment and make the whole program better. You know, let's really grow this thing. Let's take our players to the next level. The buy-in right now is really high, and so we need to capitalize on that.
What was the atmosphere like for Game 1 for you?
Look, exceeded all expectations. The crowd here on the home side was unbelievable. The band, they were into it all night long. Just the energy here in Perkinston tonight was something that I hope we have a chance to get some recruits on campus and experience that for the next 4 home games, because I don't see any other community college in America, you know, having this type of atmosphere. So I'm truly shocked and amazed, and just tickled to be the head coach here.
Congratulations, Jack, 1-0.
Thank
you.
Good start. Appreciate it. I'll take it.
We're on the field with Sedevyn Gray, who had 2 touchdowns tonight in the big win against Mississippi Delta. Sedevyn, what was it like for you tonight?
I feel like it was like we was prepared for the game, and when we came out, we was very confident. And I feel like we've been working so hard, I feel like everything just started paying off for us, the whole group, the whole team.
I think you scored touchdowns for the first 5 possessions of the game. What got the offense going early on?
When our running backs came out, running the ball, and our receivers was blocking our behinds off and things like that. And then after that, it seemed like everything just started turning up.
You were captain for the game, and game 1 captain means a lot because that's more on kind of the fall practice, the summer camp, and all that. What did that mean for you being captain this week?
When they first told me, I was surprised, and I didn't think I was just like, wow, I couldn't really just believe it. But I thought about it. I was like, the guys been looking up to me, and I've been setting a great example for them, and I feel like I did a pretty good job at it, and I feel like I deserve that.
What do you all have to take out of this game going forward to Oklahoma?
Continue to get better every day of this week, and when we get on that bus, have our heads on straight, and knowing we're going to go down there and do what we got to do to win.
You guys used 2 quarterbacks tonight, and they both were great, weren't they?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What did they do to keep the offense rolling?
Confident in their receivers, confident in their running back. They believe in us as a whole.
All right, Sedevyn, congratulations. Have a good night.
Thank you.
On the field with Artarian Johnson, who had a big game tonight for the Bulldogs on defense. RT, it's a great way to start the season with a shutout, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
What did y'all do defensively to kind of keep them in check tonight?
We just had another demeanor from last year because they scored 27 on us last year. And them being kind of not so good of a team like East Mississippi, we wanted to show how good we are we became over these last couple months. So we just did it for the new coach and Coach Bobby.
What things did you see tonight that give you confidence going forward?
I saw our freshmen step up. Our freshman corners, they stepped up. They made a couple big hits. So it wasn't all sophomores. I seen the freshmen put in some work too. So that made me feel good about the future of our season.
You guys gave up 102 total yards, 9 first downs. Feels good to get off the field real quick, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. But I still don't like that first drive when they kept going, getting those third downs. And getting first down, the drive kept going over and over and over. We got to get off the field on third down.
It was a little bit of a challenge, I think, early. Y'all didn't have any game tape on them. How did that make it difficult for you tonight?
Yeah, they had a different game approach than we saw on film. But it's a new quarterback from last year, so we knew that was going to happen. So that's what halftime's for.
What are you looking forward to next week heading up to Oklahoma?
We got to watch film and get better from this week.
All right, congratulations, RT.
Thank you.
Offensive lineman Sidney Wells draws attention on the field with his size and his ability as a guard. And off the field, he's won awards in the classroom. Let's meet Sidney Wells.
I first started playing football when I was 12. It was recently, right after my grandmother passed, and it kind of helped me cope with her being gone. It really helped me out. It allowed me to have fun. I kind of lost that ability to have. She was like my best friend, so we'd always do a lot of stuff with each other, and it just kept me busy not thinking about it. Oh, the game itself, that was really a blessing. It allowed me to connect with a whole bunch of people, got to know them, built friendships, relationships, all that. Yeah, best thing about it. Yeah, I've always been this big. I've used to, every time when I played in Little League, I had to bring my birth certificate because they'd think I was overage, so yeah. Coach George, he came down to Clinton a lot, and he would talk to me. He really tried to build a family with me, and I really respected that. They gave me the feeling that they wanted me to be a part of the family. Like, he goes into depth, and he demands you to be 100% always, 100% effort, and he does nothing but makes me better every day, so it's a blessing to be under him. Specifically would be my attention to detail to the game, because at first, when I first got here, I thought that if you tee off on somebody, it's okay. It's a lot more in depth with it, especially in the run game and the pass game. So he's basically improved my knowledge of the game of football. Being around Coach Wright, learned a new offense, and it's basically helped me improve my skill set as a player. He's really taught me some things, and I'm really grateful to be under him as well. I think we'll be fine. We've really gotten together as a brotherhood-wise. I think we'll be okay. We've started to connect to each other. And offense and defense, iron sharpens iron, so we're making each other better every day. So I got a pretty good vibe about this team. Offensively, I think we'll be good at both, running and passing. We got guys that can get out there and make plays in the air. We got great running backs that are really small. They're able to really trick out the defense and make plays there, so I think we'll be great. The offensive line meeting room, we all get together. It's really like a family. Like we can sit there and laugh about our mistakes, get better at it, and but we all, even though we joke around from time to time, we still have that vibe like, hey, we need to get better. We got to get this done. It's really relaxed. So it's amazing. You meet new people, and the people are really nice here. I haven't had a problem with the person at all. They're really kind, really genuine. And they have some very interesting personalities, but they're all good people, every person that I've met. And especially with the teachers are amazing here. They have helped me so much. I really can't even go into detail with that. They just helped me out. That felt amazing. Really grateful for the school that I went to in Clinton, because they helped prepare me for this moment. So that was really important to me. I was grateful for the award. I expect big things from Gulf Coast this year. I know what this team is capable of. I know what we're capable of. All we have to do is continue to gin together, form that brotherhood, and we move together. I think we'll be great.
Everyone has a similar choice to make: to coast through life or do more. Take advantage of financial aid. Take a class for college credit or a degree. Take stock of your goals and work smart toward accomplishing them. And you can do so much more than coast through life. Gulf Coast Through Life at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College.
Coach Jackie Wright's Lady Bulldog soccer team made it to the semifinals of the MACJC tournament last year. She's got a young team back this year, and she's hoping for bigger and better things. They've got a lot of talent. Let's talk with Coach Wright and meet her Lady Bulldogs.
Overall, our team is young. Inexperienced, 16 freshmen, 7 sophomores, so we're looking for the freshmen to contribute very early on in the year. We're going to try and catch our stride earlier this year than we normally do, so it's an exciting year. Our back line returns 3 sophomores. That is the only spot on the field that we have returning players, is our back line and our keepers. So we're looking for them to just dominate like they did last year. We're looking for them to lead the team from the back, so I think we'll be strong there. Carissa plays outside back for us. She was a very dominant player last year in the league, and I look for her to continue that on this year. She's a player that wants to go up the wing, and she wants to send in crosses, and she's very capable of doing that. So we look for her to have some really big assists this year. We have Nigria and Bailey LaFontaine at center back, 2 sophomores. They are both tall, fit, so I look for them to keep our back line really solid and not have any issues back there. Our midfield, we're still trying to figure out the midfield situation because there are so many freshmen that came in as midfielders. So we're still battling that position, but I look for them to just be really solid on the ball and really help our front line get the ball in the back of the net. We have Jade Burnett. She is a midfield player. She's going to play some midfield, and she's also going to play some winger for us. She's very technical on the ball. And she likes to be in front of the goal, so we look for her to be a big contributor. Paris Payne, she's also from England. She's going to play a winger spot for us. She's very fast, very technical on the ball, and she wants to score goals, so we look for her to really put a bunch of balls in the back of the net this year. We have Haley Lott and Chastity Martin in goal this year. They're both sophomores. They split playing time last year due to some keeper injuries we had ongoing all year. So I look forward to both of them stepping into their role again this year. We have Kaylee in as a freshman, and she is battling every day in practice for a spot as well. So I look forward to the year-long battle that we have ahead for our keeper situation. We are going to be a very high-pressure team. We're going to look to press the other team, win the ball, and go straight to goal. We do have a possession-oriented team, but because we are going to play that high press, we look to get turnovers on our attacking third of the field and go straight to goal. The league altogether is very young, North and South. I think the North has some really strong competition this year within each other, and the South usually has, it's a strong division. So I look forward to see who makes it out at the end.
Thank you for joining us on Bulldog Blitz. It's a happy first episode of the season, and we'll see you next week after a long road trip to Coahoma. Thank you for joining us. Have a good week.